Hey everybody, how's it going? I am back again. This time, as I promised, I'm going to be talking about some multi-movie packs that I have on DVD. I'm sure you've seen them around. I mean, they nowadays that's the majority of the stuff you're going to find on DVD, because DVD is like the dying format and Blu-ray is the newer format. So what they're doing is they're putting a whole lot of movies. They're fitting as many as they can on as few discs as possible, and yeah, just get a whole bunch of movies all for one low price. And a lot of them are titles. Thankfully, like the reason that you'd even want to get them in the first place. A lot of them are titles that are not on Blu-ray, and some that probably will never be on Blu-ray, or at least they won't be on Blu-ray for quite a while, because they are not very popular titles. But for whatever reason, I have an affinity for them. I like them. And hey, how do you like this? I think I told you that I was gonna uh, be changing my look a little bit, my appearance a little bit, uh, by the time I did the next video. And hey, here I am. I am looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. But anyways, let's just get this started. I'm going to try and just get this all done in one video, because I really don't want to have to do two videos about all these. This is the Sci-Fi Invasion Classic, features 50 movies in one set. I got from Mill Creek to review, and you can actually go back into the annals of my videos or whatever and see for yourself the review of these titles. I believe I did a review of these. And yeah, I honestly, even though the quality is it's always nice to know that you've got 50 movies that, if you're ever bored and you've watched everything else in your collection and you can't afford to watch, or you can't afford to pay for Netflix or something like that, and all you've got is something like this. I mean, I'm that kind of guy. I like to prepare for the doomsday in terms of entertainment. I have so much entertainment at my disposal that I could go for years, just 5, 10 years, without actually having to pay for anything when it comes to entertainment budget. So yeah, this is definitely one of those examples. 50 movies that I can watch. A lot of titles from the public domain, as you might imagine. Crater Lake Monster, The Bat. Let's see, what are some other popular ones? Galaxina, Night Fright, Robo Vampire, War of the Robots, Hundra. Yes, Hundra is on this. And Morons from Outer Space. There are a lot of interesting titles on here. Needless to say, they aren't the best quality, but for I got them for free, and the price on these, usually you can find these for between 10 and 15 bucks usually. So for like 10, 15, even 20 bucks, 50 movies, you're not paying too much, and you're getting quite a lot of interesting stuff. This is the other portion of the set that I got from Mill Creek, and it contains 50 more movies. Movies like The Atomic Brain, The Alpha Incident, The Amazing Transparent Man, Ega. Oh God, there's a great Ega. Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode that you should totally check out. It's hilarious. Kong Island, Menace from Outer Space, Mesa of the Lost Women, Queen of the Amazons, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, They Came from Beyond Space, Teenagers from Outer Space, The Wasp Woman, just Voyage of the Planet of the Prehistoric Woman, just a bunch of crazy sci-fi kind of movies from the heyday and from all over science fiction history. A lot of them not exactly what I would call classics, but still fun and worth checking out every now and then. So, I'm glad to have those in my collection just for the off chance that I want to watch some kind of cheesy B sci-fi movie from back in the day. Anyways, this next one I'll probably upgrade to Blu-ray eventually. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And that is the Ninja Turtles movie collection. Sorry. Sorry about that. Had to yawn. The TMNT movie collection includes all 4 movies. The first 3 that you know of. Most people know of. And then the 4th, the 2007 movie. What a lot of people don't know or don't remember is that the first 3 movies were I guess you could say the first movie was an effort of Kevin Eastman and Jonathan Liebsman together, right? But the 2007 movie was not necessarily Kevin Eastman. Kevin Eastman didn't really, to my knowledge, put a lot of effort into making that happen. It was more the effort of Peter Laird. So, I mean, the thing about that is it's still one of the creators of the Ninja Turtles, and honestly, it's a pretty cool movie. And as many people have noted, the scene between Leo and Raphael is just one of the greatest scenes in TMNT history. And if you haven't seen it because you thought it looked bad and you didn't hear any good reviews from it, and you're a Ninja Turtles fan, you still need to see it. It's worth it. This set is probably one that I've watched quite a few times, and it's one that I'm probably not going to get rid of, at least until they get both of the movies on Blu-ray. And that would be the Poltergeist 2 and 3 set. It has, of course, Poltergeist 2 and Poltergeist 3. They recently released Poltergeist 2 on Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure they don't have 3 on Blu-ray yet. And I like both of them for their own reasons. 2 is definitely better than 3, but there's a lot of stuff going on in 3 that, if you dig beneath the surface there, it's actually quite artistic and interesting. I mean, maybe it's not intentional, but it doesn't necessarily need to be intentional for it to actually be there. So, yeah. I love this. I love these movies. I know they're not great, but there's something about them. There's just something about them. I've talked about Poltergeist 2 in particular in the past. How Reverend Cain, I believe it is, in the movie is kind of a reference back to Night of the Hunter, where you've got this really disturbing, creepy guy who's dressed up as a, as somebody who is a religious person, a pastor or whatever. And he's come into this community and he's trying to, convince people that he is something that he's not. And he goes around singing these he goes around singing these religious songs in the creepiest possible way. And there's a lot of references. If you watch Poltergeist 2 again, you will see the clear reference that Cain is to that. I don't know if it's ever been officially, I don't know if anybody's ever come out and said that's what it is, but it's pretty freaking clear. They look very similar, like the style of the clothing that both of the characters wear. Robert Mitchum in one, Night of the Hunter, and can't remember his name in Poltergeist 2. They both have very similar motives. They both sing creepy songs as they're walking around, and it's just, to me, it's a pretty clear reference. But yeah, That's one of the reasons I like Poltergeist 2, among others. And then Poltergeist 3, I like it, well, because of all the mirrors. There's a lot at play with the mirrors in that movie. And I think it's more than just, look what we can do with mirrors and tricks and mirrors and smoke and mirrors and stuff like that. It's really just like taking this modern, or rather postmodern approach to the series and takes it to a completely different place that you might not have thought about before. So I like that. I don't know. I don't think a lot of people did like it, but I did. Next up, this I picked up for $5 because it had one movie that I wanted that's now on Blu-ray. So, I don't know why I have it now, right? But I do have it, and I'm going, well, I'll probably keep it. I still haven't seen any of the other movies on this set. The one that I picked up for here is Serial Mom, but it also contains Nurse Betty, Very Bad Things, and Your Friends and Neighbors, which, I wouldn't be averse to seeing any of these movies, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. The one that I really picked it up for and wanted it for was Serial Mom, because I remember watching that when I was younger, and, it's very nostalgic for me, and it's a pretty damn good black comedy, honestly. Next up, I've shown this one before recently during when I was going to watch for Halloween. The 10 movie set, including Ghost Dad, which I watched for Halloween. It also has Cloak and Dagger, The Wizard, Cop and a Half, King Ralph, Matinee, The Borrowers, A Simple Wish, Ed, and Sergeant Bilko. I bought it primarily for Ghost Dad, The Wizard, and Cop and a Half, but I've also heard good things about Matinee, and, a few of the others look interesting at least. I remember hating The Borrowers and not really liking King Ralph, and I never even watched Ed because it just looked stupid to me. But regardless, $5 for 10 movies, and even if you just consider that it's for the movies that you want, I wanted it for Ghost Dad, The Wizard, and Cop and a Half. That means 3 movies, $5. That's still not a bad deal. That's less than $1.50 per movie. I mean, actually, it's a little bit more than $1.50 per movie. Yeah, but yeah, it's still pretty freaking cheap. I don't see why it's an issue. Nobody's saying it's an issue, but yeah, I think I got a pretty good deal on this, and watching Ghost Dad, the transfer was actually pretty good, considering that it's on like a DVD with I think 3 or 4 other movies. So yeah, actually I'll just check that right now. Yeah, 4 movies on that disc, and the transfer was still pretty good on that one. Next up, I can't remember if either of these are on Blu-ray yet, but one of them recently went to Netflix, which recently put on Netflix in November. The Burbs is now on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to. This is one I usually watch during the Halloween season. I watched it last year, so with all the other movies I had picked up, I figured I wouldn't watch it this year, but I still might watch it this year, just not for Halloween, since Halloween is over. So there's The Burbs, and then there's The Money Pit. A lot of people picked up what my friends have lovingly called the Triple Hanky, which is Tom Hanks set with The Burbs, Money Pit, Money Pit, The Burbs, there, and Dragnet, I believe. So it's not necessarily a bad deal, but these are the ones I really wanted. So when I saw this for about $5, I think it was, I said, "Yep, all right, I'll pick these up because these are the ones I really want." And next up, this I got to review, and you can find the review on Geeky, the Falling Upward set. And I wanted it mostly for It's Pat and Cabin Boy here. But I'm also interested in The Wrong Guy, Mr. Wrong. I have never seen either of those. And believe it or not, having watched through these a little bit, Kazam, the DVD here, actually has a pretty good quality rip of, or not rip, but pretty good quality version of Kazam on there. Having watched Cabin Boy off of this recently, it's not nearly as good as I remember it. Neither was It's Pat. I mean, I don't even know if I want to keep this set anymore, but maybe I might watch a few of the movies before I decide to do something else with it. Next up is one that everyone should have. I'm pretty sure these aren't on Blu-ray yet. Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2 on DVD. So you got both of the movies in the Hot Shots series. I really like these movies. A lot of people don't like these movies, but I think they're pretty damn funny. And Charlie Sheen is absolutely hilarious in them. And, well, as we all know, Charlie Sheen is pretty awesome. Or at least he likes to think he is. And I can't complain with that at all. Can't complain about that at all. Next up is National Lampoon's Vacation and National Lampoon's European Vacation. I believe both of these have been released on Blu-ray now, and I probably will pick up that Blu-ray release eventually, but for now, I only have them on DVD. And it's not a bad DVD, to be honest, because at least, yeah, both of them have commentaries. Most of these sets, they don't have any special features on them. This one in particular has introduction by Chevy Chase, Randy Quaid, and producer Matty Simmons, Griswold family commentary by Chase, Quaid, Simmons, Anthony Michael Hall, Dana Barron, and director Harold Ramis. Family Truckster featurette gallery, theatrical trailer, languages and subtitles, blah, blah, blah. And European Vacation has a commentary by Chevy Chase, theatrical trailer. So not a lot on the second one, but you still get some special features on there, which you wouldn't not expect from a, double feature DVD set like this. I believe, yep, it's on a flipper disc. I don't think that's the case for Hot Shots. In fact, I can hear that it's not. For the Hot Shots set, you've got first movie, second movie, each on individual discs. The way it should be done. Of course, they get it done for Hot Shots, but not for something like this. I mean, I don't know what to think about that. But anyways, we're down to our last one here. The Parent Trap. Actually, this isn't the last one. There's one more that I'll probably just dig through over there. Maybe, if I can try and do that. But yes, The Parent Trap. These are the original Parent Trap movies. I mainly picked it up for the first movie because I remember watching that when I was a kid, growing up with it. It was on Disney Channel a whole lot, and that was back when Disney Channel was actually pretty good. Back when it was like a paid channel and you had to beg your mom to get it. And they had like, classic Disney cartoons during the commercial breaks and stuff like that. And Disney Masterpiece Theater and Zorro and all these cool things. And sometimes they'd show movies, and this was one of the movies. Both of these actually were movies that they showed on there quite a bit. I picked this up for like $5 or $6. I was like, that's a pretty good deal for a Disney release. And in particular, for a Disney release that has 2 movies on it, and you know, they're not really bad movies. One of them is an absolute classic that is deserving of a lot more respect from Disney. And the other is just a made-for-TV movie that I may not ever watch again because I recall it not being that good. But anyways, there's Parent Trap. Let me just double check and see if I can't... yeah, I can get this. Hold on. I can get this. I can get this. I am glad I just remembered it too. But this is another set here that I might hold on to it, but I'm still probably going to upgrade to Blu-ray because it has come out on Blu-ray. That is the Ace Ventura double feature set that has both Ace Ventura and the first one, Pet Detective, and When Nature Calls. But the special thing about this, the reason I might hold on to it, is that it also has the bonus disc, the much lauded bonus disc that contains 3 episodes of the elusive Ace Ventura cartoon series that came out after the movies. I believe one of them is the Christmas episode. Yep, The Reindeer Hunter. It's Christmas Eve and the unthinkable has happened. Someone has stolen Santa Claus's main reindeer, Rudolph. Can Ace save Christmas? So, yeah. I remember not really thinking that was a great cartoon, but it's still pretty nifty to have a few episodes of it on DVD. And if that's all I hold on to this for, then I don't mind that. I recall picking it up years ago. Years, like 7 or 8 years ago from Target for like $10. And, you know, don't regret a thing. Still in pretty good condition here, if I do say so myself. So, yeah, that will do it. That is all of my multi-movie DVD sets. And it took me almost 23 minutes to do this. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah. I had a lot to say. And, well, when you're dealing with sets that have multiple movies and you want to talk about multiple movies, and it's just like, what are you going to do? It's going to take a little time. But regardless, those are all the movies that I have in my multi-movie sets on DVD. And next up, I'll be going straight into my TV on DVD sets, which is going to be split up into a bunch of videos because I've got quite a few TV on DVD sets. So, yeah, just be forewarned, that's probably going to be another one in the 5 to 10 video range. This one, I mean, because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 multi-movie sets, it was easy for me to just say, alright, we're just going to do this in one video. But if I was going to do that with all the TV on DVD sets I had, the video would end up being like 2 hours long. And you don't want that. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.